College Football Select came out with their annual stadium rankings. This one's juicy. The Big House was ranked at number 6.
That's too damn high.
Or it could be low, but the Horseshoe came in at number 7.
And that's still too damn high.
All right, let's go through this list. The top 3 spots belong to the Big Ten. The Rose Bowl, Husky Stadium, and Camp Randall go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we kind of laid it out for you. We'll get you 4 or 5 here in a second. JP, what's your thoughts on this?
I mean, Rose Bowl is the greatest venue in college football, 1 game a year. Outside of that, it's never full. It's hard to get to. The infrastructure is terrible. It's kind of ugly, but you have the San Gabriel Mountains, and for the Rose Bowl game, it's the greatest thing you get. Have never been to Husky Stadium. I did hear that place is lit, and it looks cool on TV, so I'm not going to argue. And
I don't hear it as a number 2 in college football, though,
I don't hear that either, but now that they're on the big stage in the Big Ten, maybe more people are going to start to recognize what it is. In Camp Randall, you've done games there?
I have not, no.
Did you play there?
Never have.
Oh.
Never have. Never have.
All right, so I've done games there. I've played there. I've done pregame, halftime shows there. Ridiculous.
You were there for Ohio State, Wisconsin this year, right?
Ridiculous. I love that place.
But you were also
I don't know if it's number 3 in the country, but it's pretty damn good.
You were there for Wisconsin at Ohio State as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what was better in your experience? Was it better to experience Camp Randall on the road, or was it better to play in the shoe at home? Put your Buckeye, you play for Ohio
I'm
State,
playing
right?
in Camp Randall every time. The Horseshoe, the only reason when we played Wisconsin it was good was because it was at night. The Horseshoe before 4 o'clock, a lot of people doing this. $200 Peter Millar pullovers walking around the concourse, and it's more wine and cheese than beer and liquor going on there, and it's just not as rowdy as it needs to be.
I got to say, there's one thing about this list that makes me question the credibility. So we can go down a little bit. Nebraska's Memorial Stadium was ranked 17th. Okay, fine. Beaver Stadium, where Penn State plays, which I think is the best environment in all of college football, was ranked 18th. So the fact they're not in the top 10, the top 5, and the fact they're behind Nebraska has some amazing fans. That's the one. Look at that shot.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Did you play there?
Oh, yeah. A couple night games, too. Triple overtime night game. Unbelievable.
We had a double overtime night game that we played there. I played there my freshman year. I thought it might have been my last game ever because we had a special team snafu because it was so loud. And I've covered games there.
That's my favorite place I've been to.
The only thing that I hate about it is it's so hard to get to, right? Getting to Happy Valley is difficult.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to do outside of the game, but for the money, it is the best game environment that you could ever experience. And the stadium's cool not because it's super historic and, great architecture. It's just big as hell.
It's rowdy, too.
Yeah.
I will say it's a double-edged sword because when we play, you'd land and you're just driving and you're like, where are we? What? It's just trees. There's nothing going on. And then there's Penn State, and it's just this little college town. That benefits them because it's well, what else are you going to do but get rowdy and go cheer on your team on a Saturday afternoon? So you're right. It is hard to get to, but maybe it benefits their rowdiness and their fun.
Where did you guys stay when you played in Happy Valley?
We were 45 minutes outside the town. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We used to stay in Happy Valley, so we stayed at a Ramada, and the only reason we stayed there was because it had a conference center, so we could do all of our meetings the day before. But it was really a motel with a conference center, so you would leave the conference center, you'd walk outside, and then you'd walk to the rooms, and the rooms had outside hallways, basically like a motel. And so they're metal doors, and there were people that were parked in the parking lot all night long. And they were throwing rocks, and they were throwing beer cans at our doors to try to keep us up all night.
Okay. We did stay there my freshman year, but then that was also our experience. But then also, 15 guys got in smoke rooms. We're supposed to have all non-smoke rooms. 15 guys had rooms where people were smoking cigarettes in it. So after that, we never stayed there again.
But did they enjoy? Did they light up themselves?
Yeah. I guess. I mean, that's neither here nor there. I don't know. I know a lot of guys chewed, but I don't know if they were smoking cigarettes.